the trick is to cleanse the heart of all these bad things. All the malicious things are there within ourselves. And when that is cleansed, then the world will appear to be something different. You will see the happiness, the love, everything. Dandavats, Linda. Haribo, Bhakti Linda.
Dandavats, Maharaj. How's everybody?
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm so.
Okay.
Half good, half bad.
Okay. You have to get out of the half bad part.
I know. Trying.
How do you do that?
Don't know.
Both feet. You have to put both feet in the happy world.
Oh, do I?
You know how to do that?
No.
You have
Sometimes.
to surrender to Krishna.
Okay.
Then you'll have both feet there. And always
okay.
Nityananda, eternal joy. That is the world of eternal joy, Vaikuntha, without any fear or anxiety. We're just talking with Harinanda about that. Problems. Material means problematic world. World of problems, world of unhappiness. Spiritual means the world of happiness. And that what is preventing us from entering that spiritual world? The problem is lying there within our own heart. Their own hearts. The maliciousness, Sridhar Maharaj would always say, the maliciousness is within our own hearts. If we can cleanse that, all that maliciousness, all that unwillingness we have, that those, what do you want to say, defects we find, those are our own defects. Sometimes we think, I can surrender to Krishna. There's so much problems in the world. But actually, there's our problem. Krishna's already got everything very nicely arranged. We were reading something from Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada in the Brahma Samhita, in the introduction. In the introduction, he says the transcendental autocrat is always inviting the fallen conditioned souls to associate with him in devotion and what? And serving mood. Devotional service and devotional love and serving mood. It's always inviting us. This is the thing. When you read Bhagavad Gita, I don't know how many people can understand how much Krishna is practically begging us. Manmana bhava mad bhaktya, he says in the Gita, is fix your mind upon me. Man means mind. Manmana. Mana means Krishna. Oh no, sorry. Man means himself, and mana means mind. So fix your mind on me, he's saying. Bhava mad bhakta, in the mood of my bhakta, my devotee. He's telling Arjuna very outwardly, why don't you love me? This is what you have to do. You have to love me. Manmana bhava bhakta. Not in just some superficial way, but in a very deep way, devotional way, a loving way. And throughout the Gita, Krishna is saying like that to Arjuna. Generally, when we see religions, they are saying, you must love God, or this or the other thing. We want to try to love God. Very few times do we see how it is expressed that God loves us so intently that he is requesting us to love him. And what is preventing that love from manifesting in us? Why are we not loving God, who is so lovable, who is doing everything, so many things for our benefit? why do we have some difficulty with that reciprocal relation? It's because of the maliciousness within our own hearts. Well, that can't be, or whatever excuses we make. It can't really be like that. That there's a perfect life. All I have to do is change my heart and see that, and open my heart up to His love or their love. Radha and Krishna and the whole spiritual world is there. To be able to see that, be able to understand that, to be able to act on that, that's the only problem. We have so many other errands that we want to engage in, other things that we want to engage in. But that one command the Lord is always giving us, love me. I don't know if we can say it's a command. Affectionate
Advice.
request,
Advice.
affectionate advice, affectionate wish that He has.
Plea.
A
plea.
Plea. Yeah, something like that. This is the benefit. This is the real benefit of your life. If you love me, you'll see we can be happy. Always happy. And only we have to get rid of these bad thoughts, ungodly thoughts within us. And see how everything is working according to His will, for His pleasure, and for our joy also. Very nice thing that Krishna is asking us to do, to come to the land of love. And that land is eternal. There won't even be any fear of death there. Nothing will distract us from our loving relationship with Krishna and Radha and the devotees. Anyhow, He doesn't make it impossible. Krishna comes to us in the form of His devotees, those who have some connection with Him. And if we can connect with them, then we have some connection with Him also. It's not that we have to do some intricate juggling of our minds or whatever. Simply come to the devotees and accept them, accept their association, enter into their company, and try to cultivate that purity of our own heart. Anyhow, we're remembering that first introductory paragraph or introductory sentence that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta put, and Prabhupada also made a talk. They made one tape on that in a very beautiful transcendental voice. He read that paragraph to us. Anyhow, now it's a little late today, a little late start, but we could chant Vandana. Always important. These prayers to the spiritual master, to the devotees, always important to chant. Very purifying. If we meditate on these verses, it will help to purify our heart. We have to always keep an introspective eye. Introspective, means looking within, looking at our own faults. What can I do to change myself? Where's the defect in me? And take that out. change our attitude, change that way of seeing things. And that's spiritual progress. That's how we make progress to the plane of love, dedication, surrender. Well, we think surrender, that's such a scary thing. What do you mean surrender? Am I to give up all other critical thought? When we are completely surrendered to Krishna, we trust His will. It's for our own benefit. That spiritual world, everything is coming for our benefit. Even though we are doing everything for Krishna, we are getting the benefit. Okay, Vandanam. Vandeham Triguru
Vandeham Triguru
Siyuta Paramana Siguru Bhagavacha Krishna Chaitanya Deva Krishna Saganalita Sridhara
Om
Nandya Jananjana Salakaya Satsurumitanyena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Nyati Guru Bhagavantita Mahavambitaya Shada Bhagavaparya Parampara Prashalita Praya Pramukrate Bhakti Nirmala Nirasha Nirjam Satam Sandaram Bande Sri Gurudevanata Sri-Acharya Varyaniyam Urvavishta Supurakam Guru Varera Shisha Shambhushitam Sindhya Shamastavedam Nipunam Srirupa Pantanugam Govinda Vidanupalam Bharatanum Bhaktyampitam Shundaram Bande Vishma Purusharilya Bhagavat Premo Kriya Pradam Devan Diyatanam Shushandavanam Balarkaselashitam Sandananda Puram Saveka Varanam Vayatya Bridya Buddhim Siddhantanidhim Subhaktilasitam Sarasvatanam Varam Vandetam Shubhadam Malika Saranam Yashishvaram Sriharam Siddhanta Sarasvatiti Kirito Gaudija Prabhavaye Bhato Vanuriva Pravata Gagane Yogamna Sankirtana Maya Badati Minkilodara Gata Gurifya Jivaniman Krishna Prema Shubhadigahan Sukam Prada Prabhutam Vaye Namo Gaura Kisoraya Bhakta Valuta Murtaye Gaurangri Padma Vringaya Radhavani Sevine Bande Bhakti Vinodam Sri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Sastranya Samrayam Radharasa Sudhanidhim Gaura Brayatita Sheshai Vaishnava Vayabhigaham Yagana Prabhu Bande Premadim Vidya Vaishnava Chakalpatayasha Kirpa Sindhuya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Panchatatmakam Krishna Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavatanam Bhaktagyam Namami Bhakta Satvikam Namo Mahagarandaya Krishna Prema Prarayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Name Gaure Tuise Namaha
Jayatam Suratam
Jayatam Suratau Bangor, Mama Manda Matergati, Macharvasva Parambojau, Radha Magana Mohanau,
Divya
Iya
Vrindara
Vrindaraya Kalpalumaha, Srimarangara Simhas Nastau, Sigandarva Sila Govinda Devau, Presta Vivi Semamis Marami,
Viman Rasa Rasa
Iman Rasa Rasami, Kansi Vagadata Stita, Karsam Venus Vanel Gopi, Gopinata Striyestuna,
Vrindayai
Vrindayai Tulasi Deviyai, Priyayai Kesavasha, Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi, Sanjavajai Namo Namaha, Atanata Mantra Guru, Gurum Bhagavata Artalam, Vyasanjaga Guru Narva, Tatoyayo Mudiraye,
Enjoy
Jaya Sarparikara Sisi Guru Gauranga, Gandharva Govinda Sudar, Padapam Jayastu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hi, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Shanta Maharaja Ki Jai,
Jai,
Giri Govardhan Ki Jai,
Jai,
Samaveda Bhaktivinda Ki Jai.
Jai.
Glories to the assembled devotees, for glories to the worldwide devotees, for Premanandi, Hari Hari.
Sripad, Paramahamsa, Sripad, Bhakti, Madhava, Puri, Maharaja, ki jai.
Jai.
Jayo Vishnupad, Paramahamsa, Paribrajacharya, Astotara Santa Sri Sripad, Bhakti Rakshak, Sri Dev-Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai,
Jai.
Sri Prapanna-jivanamrtam Ki Jai. Today we are on text 24. After something that's favorable to do. That's 24. Nama Bina Raja Bhajana Prarthana Agadamna Yashoda Nandano Nandavasuno Kamalanandana Gopi Chandra Vrindavendraha Pranat Nata Karuna Krishna Iti Aneka Swarupe Try Mama Ratir Char Vardatam Nama Jeha from Rupa Goswami. Lotus feet of Rupa. A prayer to taste the nectar of devotion in Vrindavan, Rajaras, non-different from serving the holy name and pure devotion, Anama Bhajan. O Agadamana, O Yasodhananda, O Nanda Shuno, O Kamala Narayan, O Gopi Chandra, O Vrindavan, O Vrindavan, O Vrindavendra, O Pranat Karuna, O Krishna. You appeared in many divine forms, such as these. Therefore, O Lord, are known by these holy names, only that my fondness for you flourish. Krishna consciousness is so nice, huh? In religion, they talk about God. In Krishna consciousness, we talk about Krishna, Vrajana Nandana, and all these different names, Nandanuno, Nandasuno, Yasoda Nandana. We have so many names of Krishna depicting his different pastimes, representing his different pastimes, the different ways he manifests himself in the personal relationships with his devotees. So it's very easy to think of Krishna when we remember the different names that are associated with him and the different mellows or rasas that can be experienced in that personal relationship with the Supreme Lord. Okay, 25. Parama Siddhi Sankalpa Kadaham Yamuna Tire Mani Tava Kirtayan Udbaspa Pundari Kaksha Rachayami Tandavam. Divine aspiration and separation is favorable to perfection. O lotus-eyed Lord, when will I dance on the banks of the Yamuna, chanting your holy name with tears in my eyes? Because it's a votary being a devotee. This expression of longing, we mentioned that the other day, Lauyam, longing for Krishna's connection, to be in connection with Krishna. Lauyam. Such things, that's also favorable to devotion. We should not just be indifferent. We have to want to become Krishna conscious, to give up our entanglement in material life, come to that real taste of joy, of happy life, of loving life. That is the motive force in the devotee's existence. Of course, devotees should always try to surrender also, and always be willing to accept whatever situation the Lord has put him in, as long as he can somehow or other remember and serve him under direction of Gurudev. But here it's also recommended, advised, that one can long in separation for the Lord. That should be present also in our hearts. Feeling of separation from the Lord. We don't feel that connection. We should be wanting that consciousness in our lives. Okay, 26. Vipralambe Milana Sito Nama Bhadrananu Kuyam Nayanam Kalar Asudharaya Vandanam Gada Hridaya Gira Ulakar Vichitab Vapu Kada Tavanama Bhigane Bhavishati. In the Bhagavad Chaitanya, Chaitanya Chandra. This is actually one of the Shikshastakam verses. The 8 teachings of Mahaprabhu, he mentions this verse. Serving the holy name in pure devotion, Nama Bhajan, in the pain of separation is favorable to achieve union with the Lord. O Lord, when will my eyes be adorned with tears of love, flowing like waves? When will my words choke with ecstasy? And when will the hairs of my body stand erect while chanting your holy name? This was the prayer of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself to Krishna. He's teaching us how to feel love and separation for the Lord. In the material world, we don't have so much. In the material world, we sometimes lose our way. Huh? We forget about Krishna, become entangled in so many material activities. In that sense, we lose our consciousness. We feel like we have lost our connection with the Lord. Krishna is always there, but because we get diverted, enamored by material existence, we sometimes feel that we have lost our connection. And in that stage, even a devotee takes as favorable, because it becomes a chance to again remember out in the mood of separation. And that's very good for bringing our consciousness back to Krishna. A very good symptom. We remember Queen Kunti. She was always praying, please put me in so many difficulties. Because in those times of difficulty, I can remember you very intensely. So it becomes an opportunity to again remember, even though it seems like we are being forced out of that plane of consciousness. Linda, you seem to be losing connection.
I know, that's 3 times. It just, I don't know. It must be something going on here.
Iti Shri Prapanna-jivanamrtam Vibhakta-vachanamritam Targata Anukulyasya Sankalpo Nama Titiyo Tiyaha. Thus ends the 3rd chapter, acceptance of the favorable words of nectar from the devotees in Life-Nectar of the surrendered souls, positive and progressive immortality. Okay. Chapter 4, Bhakta Vachanamrita, the words of nectar from the devotees. Bhagavad Bhaktayor Bhakti. Huh? What? What happened?
The second part,
Huh?
rejection of the unfavorable.
Oh. Yeah, particularly of Arjanam, rejection of the unfavorable. So the 3rd chapter was acceptance of the favorable, and the 4th chapter is rejection of the unfavorable. Bhagavad Bhaktayor Bhakti Prapate Pratikulake Varjayat Varjatve Nisaya Prati Puya Varjadam Uchate. The principle to reject everything opposed to the service of the Lord and his devotees, and to simply abstain from everything opposed to an attitude of surrender, is known as Pratikulya Varjanam, rejection of the unfavorable. So there's Anukulya and Pratikulya. Anukulya means favorable. Pratikulya means unfavorable. Rupa Goswami's Anukulyena Krishnanam Vidalam Bhaktir Uchate. The highest devotion is to do everything for the pleasure of the Lord. Pratikulya Varjana Sankalpad Darshaha. Radanam Najanam Nasundaram Kavitam Vajagadi Kavai. Mama Janmani Jamani Svare Bhavatad Bhaktir Hoitati. The ideal in the resolve to reject the unfavorable. O Lord of the universe, I have no desire for wealth or worldly promotion, nor do I desire wife, family, and society, nor do I aspire for Vedic religiosity or mundane scholarship. The only aspiration of my heart is that at my every birth I may have unmotivated devotion for you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I spoke of this as another one of his Shikshastika verses. It's very interesting here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying, I'm not interested in searching to make a living for myself. Adhanam is money. I'm not searching to make a comfortable life for myself in this world. Adhanam. Najanam. And I don't want a lot of followers. I don't want to be a big, spiritual teacher, have a lot of followers coming after me, or whatever. Or to be a movie star and have many followers, famous like that. Najanam najanam and nasundaram. Nasundaram means, and I don't want to have a beautiful wife and children and so many nice things like that. Luxurious life. Kavitam. Kavitam means poet. Kavi. Kavitam va Jagadish poet. Jagadish means worldly fame. And I don't want the worldly fame of some kind of a poet or an intellectual or scientist or whatever. I'm not looking for that type of fame. So how much is rejecting that the materialists that's the center of their lives, all these things, money, followers, being praised by others, beautiful associates, and to be some kind of recognized in the world as some kind of important person. These are all the things that people look for who are materialistic. And Mahaprabhu will say, I don't want any of that. That's all like garbage to me. And then he says, the most interesting here, he says, Mama Janmani Janmanishvare. And he's claiming here that I don't mind if I'm born again and again in this world. I don't care, even if I'm born again and again in this world. It's a very unusual thing to say. It means that he doesn't even care for liberation from this world. And then what is left? He doesn't want any material benefits. He doesn't even want liberation from this world. Then what else is there? And he says, Bhavatad Bhaktir Ahoitakita. Means I only want devotion to you. Bhagavad Bhakta. Ahoitaki, uninterrupted. I only want uninterrupted service to you. connection with you through a loving service mood. And then whatever else you want to do to me, that's okay. And I'm not trying to avoid any of that. That's surrendered soul. Huh? I have absolutely no protestation against whatever you want to do, and I have nothing to exploit in this world, nothing to gain from here. One thing in my heart, and that is the sense of love for you, sense of service to you. And whatever you desire to follow your will, let that be my will, let that be my direction. The only thing I'm requesting. Amazing, huh? This is sannyas. Rejecting the unfavorable. And number 3. Atrapi tataiva. Nashta dharme navasudhi chaye naiva kamo paga kamo paboge. Yad yad bhavyam bhavato bhagavan purva armanan rupam etat partyam mama bahu patam janma janmatare ti tvat padabbo padab poruha yuga gata vidistala bhaktir astu from Sri Chaitanya. A similar expression of the same ideal from Kurukshetra, O Lord, I have no faith in religiosity, economic development, sense enjoyment. All these things come to pass as they are ordained according to my previous karma. But my earnest prayer is that birth after birth, I may have unflinching devotion for your lotus feet. Their devotee had the same expressions, same sentiments as Mahaprabhu himself. Text number 4. Hari Aman Sambandha Inam Sarvam Eva Varjaniyam Nayatra Vaikuntha Kata Sudha Bhaga Nasaravo Bhagavatas Tarashraya Nayatra Yagesha Maka Bahotsava Suresha Loko Pina Vais Sevyatam. Devastutas, demigods, huh? Words of the prayers of the demigod. Everything devoid of a relationship with Lord Hari should be rejected. One should not reside wherever the river of nectarian tidings of Krishna does not flow, wherever Krishna's surrendered devotees cannot be found, and wherever the grand festival of chanting Krishna's holy name is not conducted, even if it is in heaven. Very nice. Huh? These are examples of rejection of unfavorable things for devotees. Text number 5. Vyavaharika Garbhadayo Pi Patikulam Te Varjaniyam Neva Varor Nasasyat Sajano Nasasyat Pita Nasasyat Napadi Nasasyat Daivam Natadshyan Napatis Sasyan Ochayajak Samupetya Mityam Brahmachamadeva. When the traditional guru and guardian are found to be unfavorable, they too must be abandoned. One who cannot save other souls from the world of impending death, that is, one who cannot teach the path of devotion. He cannot be a teacher. Although he may be called guru, he cannot be a relative. He is not worthy of the designation. He cannot be a father. He is not qualified to beget a son. She cannot be a mother. She should not bear a child. He cannot be a god. The demigods who cannot deliver others from material bondage are not entitled to accept the worship of human society. And he cannot be a husband. His hand is not fit to accept in marriage for somebody. Basic principle, whoever we relate to, if that relationship is not conducive to removing the conditioned existence, our materially conditioned consciousness, purifying our materially conditioned consciousness, if that relationship does not support that, does not promote that, does not cultivate that, then that is not a relationship we want to have. That should be rejected. Only that relationship which cultivates the remembrance of the Lord and surrender to the Lord. Entirely fixing one's mind in Krishna and love and surrender and service. This is to be accepted. All else we reject. Devotee rejects it. That is the path of progress to positive and progressive immortality. Sarvendriyar eva pratikula varjane sakalpa madraksham krishna punya krishtam api bhavato bhakti hidan padapche mashoshvam shravya pannam tava charitam apasajad akana achatam nasparshakam madhava tvam api bhuvanapate chetasa padavananan madhavam tvat sapaya parikara rahito janmantare pi. Again from Sripad. The resolve to reject everything unfavorable by means of all the senses. O Madhava, let me not see the universe as the virtuous persons who are devoid of devotion for your lotus feet. And let me not hear the narratives which do not describe your divine personality. O Lord of the universe, may I never have any contact with those bereft of faith in you. And moreover, lifetime after lifetime, may I never be without the company of your associates who are devoted to your loving service. Jai Shri Kulachitra Ki Jai.
Jai.
So these are very clear instructions. Make it black and white. What to reject, what to accept. What is favorable, what is unfavorable. Now, you have to follow. You have to follow these. Yeah.
Very nice verse, very nice.
You can appreciate these. All right. My Dandavat.
For your great Maharaja.
Sir?
I know praise for your grace. We are a little appreciate that for your grace. Always for your grace. Thank you, Dev.
Understand.
Okay. Wasn't sure what you said, but it sounded nice. All right, my Dandavats. Dandavats to all. Please be happy, be safe. Surrender to Krishna and my love and affection to you all.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Didi. Haribo.
Thank you.